Hey, you are a researcher, not a typewriter. If you're manually typing your bibliography, you're wasting the time of your life. Today I'm giving you a straight to the point Mendeley Masterclass. I will show you the magic of 3-click citations. And I'm also going to share with you my actual PhD thesis and the mistakes I made so you can avoid them.
This is how your Mendeley looks like. So you need to add reference. You can log in using your student credentials or your personal email address. You can also use Zotero or EndNote or any other reference manager tools, but this is what I learned. Mendeley, this is what I use, and this helps me with any kind of reference management. Let's create a collection. Product placement. Now I'm going to add some collection here. So we are uploading almost 40 files altogether. You can do more than that. I don't know the limit. From there, if you want, you can create a sub collection and just separate your variables. I will show you what I did for my PhD thesis, but this is how you upload. Look for these weird titles in all caps. This is one of the mistake I made in my thesis. So during my viva, one of the examiners pointed that out, and even if it's not my problem, my mistake, I trusted the Mendeley tool blindly. Even if it's there to help you, you still have to manually input some information. Okay. For example, if you're following APA format, APA 7 format, or Harvard format, or any other format, you need to know how exactly in that format your citation should be, your bibliography or referencing style should be, okay? You cannot write it in the title of the paper in all cap. But sometimes what happens when you upload the PDF and it extract the information from there, if the title in the PDF is in all cap, it will extract exactly the same way. If it cannot extract the author's name or the year of publication, it will not um, extract the names. You can see that there is no author's information, there is no publication year. So you have to manually do it. You have to click the paper, you have to write the name of authors here, you have to find which year. Usually it's written in the front. I cannot see it here. That's why it could not extract. In that case, if this paper is important, you copy it, copy the title, go to Google, paste it, and you will definitely find the year of publication. Okay. This is one way. If you see any title which is in all cap, just write it in sentence format. Now let me show you my PhD thesis. So you can see there is introduction, then in introduction there is Malaysian media, there is purpose, then there is fake news, media system, perception of audience, trust, then in SLR there is one for the theory, then there is so many different subsections, media skepticism. So before even I start uploading, I organized it that way to make my life easier. In Mendeley, you can also delete all the duplicates. It will flag and show you that there are so many duplicates. So in that case, you also can narrow down your literature numbers.
Who here have been scolded by a supervisor for missing a comma in the citation? Drop a hands up in the comments below if you have felt the pain.
You need to integrate your Mendeley to Word file, references. There is the button, Mendeley site. All the PDFs that you uploaded on Mendeley will appear here, okay, in the site. So I'm just randomly going to show you how to cite it here. And we put our cursor where we want to place the in-text citation first. For example, if I'm choosing this, insert one citation. Now you click here and you see the citation appears. If you want to put two citations together, just click or more. So it will follow the citation formatting system, which one should come first, which one should come second. You don't have to do anything, you just have to insert three citations. So let's see. Follow the APA format and it did the work for you. Again, another 24. If you cannot see the author publication year, you again have to go back and check. If you cannot see the journal's name, you have to go back and check. Make sure you manually add those information. You're starting our reference from here. So you click here, the cursor should be placed after reference. You go to citation setting. If you want to change, you can just change it from here. Even if after you insert the bibliography, if you want to change course, for example, if you want to submit to different journals after getting rejected from one, and it has a different citation style, you just have to come, change citation style, pick the one that you want to choose. So for now, we have APA citation style. So we put our cursor here, we go to this drop down box, and here's this insert bibliography. Keep live updates, okay? Click this. It says insert your bibliography will be inserted at your cursor location. That's why you put your cursor right below the reference title. Continue and say all the references we used in in-text citation, it appears here. Don't try to manually change anything from here. For example, see there is this title with all caps. So your examiner will not accept that definitely because it doesn't follow the APA 7 style. So you can just go back to Mendeley, change it here, come back, refresh, delete these references, refresh, and then you put it here. And at the end of your thesis writing, you have to put them side by side. Manually, you have to check from A to Z. All the references. Examiners also check if the first one here comes first in the in-text citation. Okay, they check the referencing to understand whether or not you actually followed the format. You did not just copy paste it for somewhere and just put it as a reference. Okay, this is also a factor that has to be tested.
Stay the master of the tool, but do not let the tools master you. Accuracy, your best friend during a defense. Now that your bibliography is automated, your papers are organized, we need to decide what we are actually testing. In the next episode, we are moving to the what if phase. We are drafting your hypothesis to make sure your predictions actually hold water.